Hi guys, Nathan here, and today I thought I'd spend a little bit of time talking about what I expect to see from some of the major gaming franchises in 2016. Just a quick word before we get started, I won't be mentioning any of the yearly sports franchises or anything like that, because there's not really a lot to speculate about there, and I also won't be talking about games that have already been announced for the same reason. So without further ado, let's get into it, and what better place to start than with Assassin's Creed, a series which in recent years has become known as the yearly cash grab. Now, in the past few days there have been rumours that this year, for the first time since 2008, there won't be a full AC game released. The rumour also seems to be suggesting that the series will go far back in time and be set in ancient Egypt, where you'll be able to take control of an eagle companion alongside your usual assassin badassery. Personally, I pray to God that this rumour is true, because they really need to take a break. In my personal opinion, the game series has become stale in the past couple of years and is in need of a change. You may have noticed that the footage on screen is from Unity rather than the latest released Syndicate, and that's because I've stopped caring about the series enough to buy the latest releases. Hell, I didn't even buy Unity, I got it free with my PC, and it hurts me to say that about a series that maybe 3 years ago I would have described as one of my favourite franchises. So while I hope the rumours are true, I have my doubts, and my thoughts on what was coming before the rumour was possibly a World War II Assassin's Creed game, with you playing as a member of the underground resistance against the Nazis. The reason I say that is because, unless I'm mistaken, the series has always moved forward in time, at least with its main games, and World War II is such a huge event in history. Either way, I hope Ubisoft finally managed to rekindle my interest in the series and give us a new hero to rival Ezio. Moving on to another huge franchise, and it's Call of Duty. Now, I believe that this year it's Infinity Ward's turn to make the game, and these are the guys behind the Modern Warfare series, which contains some amazing games. However, they're also responsible for Ghosts, so who knows if this one will be amazing like MW2, or really not very good like Ghosts was. As for what it will actually be, my head says that they'll continue to look at a near future setting, even though the last two COD games have also been based in that setting. The reason behind that is just purely that that is the trend at the moment. However, I also have a part of me that says that there can't be 3 Call of Duty games in a row that are all based around similar ideas. On that basis, I'd love to see COD move back to a World War setting, or even go full bonkers and go for a distant future setting instead. At least there would be some scope to have some real creativity in the game, and go for some really crazy stuff. Now, I'm not the biggest COD fan in the world, but I do get a week or two of fun out of each new release before moving on to other games, so I really hope that this year's release is engaging, fun, and most importantly of all for me, different. Oh, and one last thing, Infinity Ward, please make a decent PC version this time. Now, with Call of Duty covered, I think we should talk about one of its big shooter rivals, Battlefield. It's already effectively been confirmed that there will be a Battlefield game this year, and personally I believe it will be the full-on release of Battlefield 5. I see this as being a modern combat shooter that improves on the graphics of BF4, introduces new maps, and maybe even gives even larger scale warfare, with maybe more players able to compete in the same match. Personally, this is what I want. I love Battlefield 4, but it's just becoming a bit stale, and now I just want more, so this would be perfect for me. It seems though that my opinion is not what the community as a whole wants though, as a recent straw poll by JackFrags shows a healthy support for a World War II setting. And while I think this would be a lot of fun, I just don't think it offers enough scope for creativity and customization, which the Battlefield series has become known for. I also can't see Battlefield being a sci-fi title this year, as this would put it in direct competition with Star Wars Battlefront, which EA would definitely not want. Another possibility is Bad Company 3, which would also be a fan favourite. However, a lot of risk goes along with developing another Bad Company game, as certain things will be expected, such as massive destruction, and if DICE doesn't deliver, it could very easily piss off its fans. And finally, I want to talk about the possibility of us seeing The Last of Us 2 coming out this year. Obviously, this is a story-based game, so any predictions I make here could involve some spoilers, so you have been warned. Now, in June last year, voice actor Nolan North seemed to let it slip that Naughty Dog are working on a sequel to the incredibly well-received The Last of Us, and while Naughty Dog themselves were quick to play down the rumours, it would make sense that a game that had so much critical acclaim would get a sequel. From my point of view, a sequel could be fantastic, but is not by any means necessary, and it would definitely be a shame if the series was tainted by a less than stellar game release. In any case, I find it unlikely that this will be released this year. However, I will predict that we'll get an official announcement telling us that the game is happening, and it'll have an early to mid 2017 release. I also think it's safe to say that the game will at least follow Ellie as the main character, and Joel will be heavily involved in any storyline. Personally, I think Ellie will find out what Joel did for her, and will spend the game questioning his decision and deciding whether or not to sacrifice herself for a potential cure. Other game rumours have been floating around, such as Rocksteady moving on from their Batman series to go to Superman, and the release of a new Red Dead Redemption game from Rockstar. However, I don't think that either of these are substantiated enough yet, and I don't think we'll see either of these games in 2016. Also, I have doubts as to whether or not a Superman game would be nearly as engaging as Batman. So I don't really have a great deal to say on that right now, other than that I hope we get a new Red Dead game very, very soon. Anyway guys, that's about it for today, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like underneath, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd also love to hear what you think about my predictions, and let me know your predictions down in the comments too. Anyway, I've been Nathan, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.